Hello, 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 y'all, and welcome to
Welcome,
Shade in the
welcome.
City. I'm your girl, Treese.
It's Nose.
And today, of course, we are here with our wonderful special guest, VKJTV.
What up, family? How we do? What's going on, ladies? Thank you for having me here in the Shade in the City selection.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
here.
And thank you guys. We apologize for the tardiness. We
Yeah.
both had things to do right before. And thank you, VK, for being flexible. We appreciate you.
All good.
Look, I was gonna say, is it all good? Because you waited
like,
for a second, like you were
nah,
thinking
oh,
about
you
it.
good, you good, you good. a little delayed. That's all.
Like, I gotta think about it.
Right.
But like, don't let it happen again.
So this is BMF season 4, episode 7, Enemy Within. Okay. So let us know in the comments, what would y'all rate this episode? Okay. Hey Steven, welcome.
What up? What up?
I'm going to have to give it a 7. I give it a 7. And that's only hey Danielle.
I'm gonna give it an 8 because there's a few parts I really liked. I really like that J Push is gone.
I did like that.
I did like. I actually like the Markeisha scene where she kind of like, I feel like she stepped up a little bit. I couldn't give it a 9 because I was a little disappointed. And VK, you already know what I'm talking about because you already mentioned it to me, but wouldn't tell me what happened.
Well, I gave it a 7 because I was very disappointed in Lucille, and I always go up for Lucille.
That's why it was an 8 instead of a 9 for me.
But Markeisha never gets any points for me. I don't know what you.
Markeisha gets points for me.
Bless your heart. So yeah, Steven said he gives it an 8. Jay Pusha, goodbye, good riddance. Okay.
And I can appreciate she gives Terry the same energy that he gives her. She ain't just waiting around like Wanda.
Don't do that. Don't do that to poor little Wanda.
I'm just saying. She like, I mean, you gonna hurt me, I'm gonna hurt you back. It is what it is.
I mean, I ain't going. Obviously, she's a boss. She got him paying her, paying her rent and paying her bills, and got a whole nother man.
Well, ladies. I just want to say to you, both of you, that number 1, I love you. And number 2, I am very pleased with the accountability. The special word of the day is accountability, and you ladies are actually.
We always take accountability. Don't do that.
Thank you for doing that.
Excuse me, VK. We always take accountability.
Hold on. Let me explain. The reason why I'm saying accountability is because you are actually keeping Lucille accountable. I was not expecting that.
Oh, yes. I was going to hold her feet to the fire. Regardless of what she said to Charles episode, I was like, Lucille, you gotta get a good tongue lashing.
That's why we click. Because you're mature, sensible, intelligent, beautiful women. Salute to y'all. Salute to the Shade in the City. Thank you.
Look, Danielle said you giving big Virgo tonight, not little Virgo, big Virgo.
Listen, and I love it. Thank you.
Yes, salute to the Shade in the City girls, for real.
But yeah,
I give it a 9. I give it a 9, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I was just about to go into that. All right, 9. I guess you'll let us know as we get into it why it's a 9.
Oh, absolutely.
All right. Well, for all those in the chat, if you have not already, please go ahead, do us a favor, hit the like button, no matter where you're watching from. We appreciate the love. Help us, get out into the algorithm. And if you are new here and you liking the vibe, please go ahead and subscribe, whether you're watching on Shade in the City or whether you're watching VKJ TV. Okay. Help us both grow our platforms, grow and glow, because that's what we like to do. Okay.
Word.
Over here. All right.
Word.
All right, y'all. So yeah, let's get into this episode because it was.
You got to run the intro, Cookie.
No, I'm getting ready to.
Look,
I was just about to say, let's get shady.
I gotta hit my thing song.
She's really on some Virgo energy, and it's not even her season yet. Slow down.
It's on the way. It's around the corner.
It is still Leo season, okay?
I'm ready to get my bop on. You know what I'm saying? To the intro.
All right, y'all.
lions up out of here.
Not my baby. Don't you gonna leave our Leos alone. Let's get into it and let's get shady.
That's different.
Oh, let me find out you back there, Bob.
I love y'all intro. I love y'all intro, yo. I be getting into it every time y'all drop it. Shit.
All right. So thank you, Danielle. Yes, like the live, y'all. Like the live, please.
Word.
So we start off this episode. Meech is going off on Terry about letting the little boy. So we back in Mexico, okay? Mexico, okay? We back there, and he done let the little boy go. And so T is like, you know what? I'm just grateful we can get out of here. Whatever I needed to do to accomplish the goal, that's what I wanted to do. So either way. So he said, look, I'm trying to get home for my son's birthday. And so Meech tells him, oh, well, that's some real selfish. And I was like, that's not really selfish, Meech. That's not really the definition of selfish, what Terry is trying to do. But I understand because you ain't got no kid. I get it. It's hard. Okay. And he tells him, you know what? That's why Loco whooped your ass, which we knew Loco won that fight. That wasn't even a question in any of our minds.
Right.
Yeah. So Meech notices that the federales, okay, are rolling up. And so he alerts Loco, and Loco opens up the closet full of artillery, heavy artillery. Okay.
I was so disappointed because I wanted to believe the little boy so bad that he wasn't a spy.
So can I be honest with you? I was a little hurt by that too. I was like, what you mean? As soon as I saw the federales, I said, damn, the boy was a snitch.
I know. I said, oh my God.
It broke my heart. Look, Vacay is like,
y'all both would have been Terry.
I would have been Terry.
I ain't even gonna hold you.
You got a heart. That's all it was. You got a heart.
If we were in a different country and they used the kid, we would absolutely be goners.
Oh, definitely be Terry. You know what? Let me tell you something. I wouldn't even held the little boy hostage. Me and Loco would have got into it a long time ago from the time he snatched up the little boy.
Yeah, we was in another country, that boy would have took y'all out. It's like, I want to get home to come over here. Pow, pow, would have shot you in the back.
Vacay has very good points. Very good points. So basically
from around here, huh?
Right. So then Loco, I talked about how he has the heavy artillery, and so the boys are rolling up. So they tell him, yo, we got to be prepared to fight. And so, of course, Meech is still salty because he knows that this is all because Terry let the little boy go. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Hey, Inga, welcome.
What up?
Meech helped Carter and Jay Pusher snake them. Yeah. So, and then meanwhile, we see Detective Brian. He's sitting outside eating snacks and chain smoking while he's surveilling Laz's grandma's house. Okay. So once Laz, and this is gonna sound so terrible. Who the hell is Laz?
Laz one of the
in the studio, like working on the music, right?
Nah. He one of the PA boys.
Okay, so it's not because I just felt like they said itchy ditchy ice cream, like they just picked somebody
he been
out
around.
of the blue.
Yeah, I felt like I've seen him before, but I don't know why I thought he was like somebody that was helping like with the music stuff.
Yeah, he been around. He just don't got a lot of lines, but you've seen him.
Okay. So he been around. He just saying he don't give him a lot of lines. I understand.
Yeah.
So he about to be gone anyway.
Right, that part. Yes, I agree. Detective Baldy is getting on my last nerves too, as well, Inga. So, so basically, once Laz finally comes out, Detective Bryant mentions how, basically nobody spends this much time at their grandma's house unless there's something important inside. So he done figured out that this is probably a stash house.
Whoa.
And,
Mr. Big Detective, you figured it out. We already knew that. You ain't have to sit there all night eating cheese dips and cheese doodles and getting all nasty and smelly just to figure that out, buddy.
I ain't even gonna hold you. He really
looks DeMarcus.
Hey, DeMarcus.
Yo, what up?
He literally gives me like he don't wash.
He don't got no life at this point. Got no kid.
He don't look like he wife.
This is his life, chasing after Meech and T. That's his life now. It's sorry, right?
I wanna gift him some Manscaped. Like he looked like he needs some ball powder.
He needs some man wipes. He needs man wipes. He need all that.
I'm sorry. Go ahead now.
I ain't even willing to help.
You say you're not willing to help.
We know you ain't down with the cops, yo. We know.
No, period. I ain't down with helping a grown man groom. Listen,
well,
okay.
You don't know how to do that.
But what if that grown man wanted you to touch him in the morning?
If I'm not helping,
and then just walk away.
If I'm not helping you groom, I'm not touching you.
That man better take a shower before they get in the bed with nails.
Absolutely not. That's a hell no. So then we see Terry. He's stressed out about Hoop. He's stressed out. They ain't getting no work. Hoop suggests moving operations to the Lou. Since they really ain't got no other options.
Yeah.
And he tells them we can't move the business to the Lou. Basically, I don't have it here, but I feel like this is when. Yeah, he said. He said Amani invited him to a high stakes game in Atlanta, so he's gonna go down there and try to flip some money. Then he asked about Boom, and Hoop let him know. Listen, I changed the lock for Marquisha's door, and I ain't seen his ass since. But Terry, keep your eyes out because he gonna pop back up. And the Moors, they ready to get revenge. And Meech is trying to talk them out of it, and they told him, "Listen, get out of our way or get buried too." I said, "Ooh."
Mm-hmm. They said get with it or get lost.
Exactly.
Yeah. Stay out of my way.
So can I ask? And I had to address this comment because I didn't even, and I'm not even trying to be funny. Inga, do you mean did he play Bobby Brown? I thought that was okay because I thought that was Woody. So when I saw the comment, I was like, I think she's confused, but clearly it's me. Thank you for clarifying. Okay.
Yeah, in the any New Edition movie on BET, yeah, he was little Bobby Brown, yeah.
But I thought that was Woody.
Who we talking about?
No, that's when he got older. It was Woody.
Oh, he played the teenage, movie, 20-year-old
Bobby Brown movie was Woody. The Bobby Brown movie was
Wait,
Woody.
Are we talking about Laz?
Yes. She's saying Laz played, and I didn't realize that. So thank you for that little nugget. I appreciate that.
All I remembered was Woody.
Of course.
The only person you need
that mattered.
That was grown Bobby Brown, right? Grown Bobby Brown,
Look,
yeah.
We hardly remember Laz in this.
Okay. DeMarcus, you missed it, baby. We're gonna get on that, but we about to hold Lucille accountable this episode, okay?
So then Jay Pusha, he's constantly looking over his shoulder. He feel like, he getting starved out by Meech, and he's just glad that his people came through. But now the people that work for him is looking at him like he crazy, and he ready to take somebody down over making a little comment. And then basically told them, listen, bring me Meech, either alive or unalived, okay? And then we get it. That was pretty much that was the intro. It was a long ass intro.
It was.
I was like, damn, the song just
I looked and for a second. I was like, did they decide not to do the intro this time?
Right.
When it kept going, I was like, because this is long.
Yeah.
It's a long ass intro.
But they forgot.
But I don't know if they're trying to speed through these next few episodes and just hurry up and get rid of these people. But
that's how I feel.
I feel like a lot of.
I want Mexico to be over already. I need Mexico to be done.
It's a lot going on.
Yeah, Mexico need to be done already. I'm done with that.
Yeah,
I agree.
Episode we in Mexico.
Right.
I love what Steven said. The Mexican storyline really shows that Meech started treating Loco more like a brother than he treated Terry like a bird, and Lucille continues to prove why she's the worst character on here. Don't do that. Don't do this. I was here with you in the beginning, Steven.
Go ahead, Steven.
Too far. Listen, Steven. Listen, I wouldn't call her the worst character now.
I already warned them. Okay. They're here for Lucille. They're here.
We said we're gonna hold her accountable. We're gonna hold her to task today, but still,
she's the worst character now.
Definitely not the worst character. Terry needs to go to gambling rehab. He's a horrible gambler. He's always losing. I absolutely agree.
He is.
And that he needs to admit that he has a problem. And wait till we get into that. Now that's what took it down for me. Ooh, I ain't even because I'm gonna get all upset. Okay. Why didn't Terry just give the money to Nicole directly? Because he expected LaWanda to put it in a cart and not an envelope, but LaWanda, I guess, didn't have time to stop by the CVS or wherever, or
you
the
have
Walgreens.
to get a big ass car for 3 G's, yo. Come on. That's a big car.
Right. So then, I'm sorry, go ahead, baby.
Well, I was gonna get into the first scene. Basically, I don't know how long it's been. I mean, they making it seem like it's been forever, but this scholarship is still looming over her head. She done got big by this time. I'm like, how long has it been? The girl looked like she about ready to pop, and y'all having a baby shower.
Right.
Well, anyways, she lets her parents know that she decided to defer her scholarship until after the baby's born. You know, Charles is worried that it's because she's worried about him, and really, it probably really is. Lucille is just glad that LaWanda was able to talk some sense into her, but she feels like, you know, maybe now we should cancel the baby shower. Girl, she need baby stuff.
So I was confused at that. And that's when I had to start looking at Lucille.
She was like, we need something to celebrate. Okay. Listen, I wouldn't even said that. I'd have been like, why, you gonna buy all the baby stuff?
I was a little disappointed in Lucille for more than one reason, obviously, this episode. But I felt like, wouldn't it be better off for your daughter to continue her education and go off and be somebody? Yes, it would be hard to be away from home, but you've already said you can barely handle on your own. And so now you're going to have her and a baby. It makes sense to me, in my opinion. And I felt like she should have been encouraging her. And if anything,
have the baby at college?
Either take the baby, go to college and have the baby, or offer to keep the baby. Either way, the baby gonna be in your house.
Well, we knew Lucille wasn't gonna offer to keep the baby, child. She been complaining about the baby coming into the house since.
Yeah, she didn't want another mouth to feed pregnant. And all this and that.
Right,
yeah,
but you also don't want her to end up like you. And right now, history is getting ready to repeat itself.
That's true.
That's true. But I mean, she's also a new mom. She has full-time college courses that she's riding on a scholarship, so she don't do well. She probably gonna flunk out of school anyway. So I mean, it's hard to even say that that's the best option, because who gonna watch this baby while she in classes?
Pastor Lucille
gonna stay her ass at home. She ain't got to go down there.
She don't gotta do nothing else but be a pastor. All right, because
I think Danielle has a great point. Lucille really gave in to the Satan, okay?
Yes, she did.
And his work this episode to be the pastor, right? Not the pastor.
Yo, shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. They're basically reading my mind. I really don't have to say anything. The chat is saying everything that I want to say. Shout out to y'all.
Okay.
What up?
You're doing this.
Oh, whatever, dog. Whatever. See, now you gonna push me to open. See, now you do it. See. Now you tempting me, Satan. See, Satan tempted me now. Okay, I was trying to be nice.
Look, say not today, Satan.
Not today, Satan. Get behind me, Satan. Okay, gonna push me.
Inga, I absolutely agree. I literally had that thought while I was watching it today, and I said the writers are literally making us hate Lucille. She started off as like the lovable mom character, and now I ain't even gonna hold. And you know, I'm a big team Lucille, but I definitely looked at her sideways this episode, and I was like, and of course, you know, it's writing. They're doing it purposely for whatever reason,
because they know we hate Charles.
I think that's what it is. They trying to make us. They trying to make us soften up on Charles. That's what it's really about.
Nope. Satan, get behind me. The pastor has fallen from grace. with her wand, with her magic wand.
Her magic wand.
She's gonna have a welfare check and a magic wand in the other hand.
Yo, you a mess. Now with her magic wand.
Danielle, I also want to know when we gonna find out. Oh, you think Worm gonna be the pappy?
Yes, I agree.
Oh, you think Worm's gonna be the pappy as well?
You know what? That would be so messed up, because remember,
he had the baby shower
and talking about he gonna take off for school for a little while.
Yep. We know he the pappy because she just started throwing up like after they started doing it.
Well, then that means she was already pregnant. It takes time, sir.
Yeah,
so that means
that
means, but what makes it even worse is that means she was pregnant while she was getting down by Worm.
I think it's Worms, y'all.
But all right, so we see Meech. He calls Laz to let him know that he's gonna be a while, or it's gonna be a while before the ticket sales start up again because the box offices are closed. And when I tell you that
you used his encryption. See, I did not. I just said we ain't got no work. It's gonna be a minute.
See, Nels did that because she knows talking to me, you have to break it down like that. Because if she would have said this verbatim, I would have looked at her and be like, what does that mean? I would have been on the phone and blew our whole shit. Girl, just talk English. What you mean? Say what you need to say. So he instructs him to go sell the reserve tickets to the VIPs. All right. And so then he's like, how are things going with Purdy in the studio? And then Laz tells him that, you know, she ain't show up, and he believes that, you know, that girl got a habit and it's real. Okay. And so Meech tells him that, look, we got to get her together because that's our investment. You know what I'm saying? And so then he walks into the room and he gives condolences. Forgive me, y'all. And this is what my virtual co-hosts are here for. What is the name of this lady that Meech went to see? The Moore ladies.
I just put the Sheik's wife.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, I knew. I thought I didn't know if they put her name or not. So yes, I do know she was the Sheik's wife. Okay,
I remember hearing her name anyway. So yeah, it was
okay. I just wanted to make sure because y'all be telling me I don't be reading captions and stuff. So I was trying to make sure I ain't missing.
You good.
So yeah, he's like, I'm sorry about the passing of your husband, and he's like, you know, I went to talk to the crew, but they not hearing me out. They don't give a damn. They want revenge. And so he's like, there's only one way to make them listen.
She said, as they should.
Right.
Yeah.
And she was like, well, you know, a lot of people feel like you and Jimmy were partners, and, you know, technically you were kind of responsible for his unaliving. So he was like, you know, I was meeting with Sheik Mooney, Iron Cheek. I'm just saying about a peace agreement. And Jay Bush. Oh, thank you, DeMarcus. Thank you, DeMarcus. When basically man came in, tried to unalive him as well as Jimmy. Okay. So he was like, look, it's not just I almost lost my life as well. And so she was like, well, you know what? The war is going to continue. Okay. And so then the woman next to her, which happens to be Kia's sister. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank y'all. Yeah. She says that she's afraid to lose her husband as well. So then, the Grand Sheik's wife stands up and says, you know, the Moors are very proud and they will not let his unaliving go unanswered. Okay. And so Jay Pusher's, I could say Slugger's sister, not Jesus. I was about to say Jay Pusher's sister. No. Yeah. Slugger's sister, Kia. See, I'm all over the place. She was like, look, Jay Pusher had our back for years after, you know, our daddy was unalive, or, you know, he passed away. We don't know what happened to her daddy. And her sister said, that was years ago. And, you know, y'all need to figure out how to protect us. You need to pick a side, is basically what she said.
Uh-huh.
Hopefully y'all got that. Maybe they can break it down in layman's terms for y'all.
You just confused me when you said Slugger's sister, because I thought Kia was Slugger.
Kia is Slugger.
No, but that's why I said Slugger's sister, because it was the girl sitting on the couch next to the Grand Sheik's wife.
Oh,
that's why I said Slugger's sister.
Got you. Okay, so then that's Jamila, who DeMarcus is talking about right now.
Okay, see, look, this is why we need y'all virtual co-hosts. Thank you. Thank you, DeMarcus.
It's okay.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Like what I'm saying is, like, it's okay because she got popped anyway. So yeah.
Yeah, well, that's true. So maybe we didn't need to know her name.
You don't think she's gonna make it?
I see her again in the episode.
We did. We saw her later in the hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's talking about walking, talking.
Oh no, I ain't see that.
Right.
I don't know. I'm just all about like relevance. Like, yeah, she was relevant for a certain extent, and it's like, okay, now
that's why I don't be getting their names.
Yeah, I don't really get into it like that. You know, it's nice to have though. It's good to have.
Look, I can't even say that because for the longest, I had Tina's name as homegirl until they called until they call her name at the A-word clinic. I said, oh, that's her name. Let me go back and change it.
All right, too. You know what I'm saying?
That's the homegirl.
This is homegirl.
Why Kia look like Jada Pinkett from Jason's Lyrics? She absolutely does. I was trying to figure out the hairstyle, everything. I said, I've seen this look before and I couldn't figure it out. So thank you, DeMarcus. That's absolutely. So then we see Lucille. She's having a sit down with, I guess, the elders. I put the church board, but she's having a sit down with the elders, and they let her know that her tithing, okay, is not what they expect, okay, from a church leader. So Lucille explains, well, like the rest of my flock, I'm experiencing some financial distress. And unfortunately, I have prayed, but the Lord has not heard my cry yet. Okay. And so she said, divorce is not cheap. So she explains that, and I got a grandchild on the way that's going to be living with me. And Charles is, hurt himself, unable to work. And now he got the nerve to be in a damn dark place. Okay. So one of the members or elders tells her that, well, maybe perhaps this is a sign from the good Lord that you are taking on too much. And Lucille fires back and said, look, the Almighty might not give men more than they can handle, but he tasked women with the impossible, okay? And somehow we find a way to get it done, okay? And she assures them, as always, I will get it done. Can I get a hallelujah?
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Boo. Boo. Yeah, you're going to get it done, huh? Okay.
Hallelujah.
We're going to see how she gets it done. We'll go further.
Don't do that. Don't
Yeah, we're doing that. We're doing that. We're going to keep her accountable.
Y'all gotta pass around a collection plate.
We're going to keep her accountable. That bullshit.
Listen, we ain't there yet.
Okay. I'll give y'all like a moment, like half a moment for that line.
You felt that word.
That was a nice bar. It was a nice bar.
You better go ahead and put something in a collection plate. It's going around.
It was a nice. No. I admit it was a nice bar, but then it turned out to be what it turned out to be.
I agree with that.
Inga.
What?
Yeah, exactly, Inga. Go ahead and talk to
him. Stealing and lying to get welfare. Come on, Inga. Don't do us like that.
Lie to me.
And it's so funny they were playing that song during this episode.
Yeah.
Them folks said all that. Wear them ties, ma'am. I thought it said wear them titties. I apologize.
Yes. Where are them? I like them.
Where are them, huh?
I was mad.
Oh God, take over, Chanel. I don't know where this is going.
You saw the bag. You was looking for.
I needed Marquise's, tatas, but they flexed on me and showed me the back. I was okay with the back. I actually.
Now I will say, her body looked good.
Yes. Where's my claps at? We got to give her a clap hand.
Yeah, her body looked good.
Yes. Absolutely. Very nice.
Oh my God. Right, so then we see Jay Push and his crew show up at a warehouse while the Moors are unloading the truck. And like no questions asked, he takes them out. Then while they're searching the truck, they find out that there's no rugs in there.
Right.
So then Jamila, what's the other lady name? I don't know. Jamila and somebody else.
Homegirl.
Yeah. Some people, the ladies, they come outside. Okay.
Right.
He took, I guess it was Jamila. He popped her. Okay. And then he questioned the other one, like, where the rugs at? And she's like, dude, you know what though? What's crazy is she really didn't seem like scared though.
Cause she knew it might be her time. And when it's your time, it's your time.
Comforting her, but she's like, what? There's no rugs. Like, yo, like, this is our food donation facility. An idiot.
You bonehead.
Right.
I was mad. I was like, what the hell? You just popping people and just don't even know what's really going on.
What's crazy to me is, and I don't know, was anybody else confused? And I'm not saying I understand because me and Nels have the same situation, but wouldn't if Jay Pusha is her cousin, wouldn't that be her sister's cousin too, or no?
I thought they were just sister through like religion.
No, because Kia's not a Moor. I thought they were sisters, like they just didn't have the same daddy or something, or same mama.
Yeah, I thought that too. I thought they were like related by blood, but she was just a Moor and Kia's not a Moor.
And who's the cousin we're talking about?
Jay Pusha is supposed to be Kia's cousin, so technically he just shot his cousin or Pow.
And see, I didn't think that they were really related.
No, they're not cousins. They're not related. Remember, Kia's just the girl from next door that lived next to them, and she just like.
Oh my God, y'all! I am so confused. So what was this whole speech about? I made sure you ate, and when there was
because he took care of her.
He just took care of him. Yeah, that's all it was. He held him down in that period of time.
But they weren't family.
Oh,
remember he was like F your sister. If they were cousins, why would he say F your sister?
That's why I was confused.
He would say F my cousin, right? But that's not it. Yeah, Jay Push and Kia is not related.
Okay, I didn't. Thank you.
It's all
You
good.
helped me out. You helped me figure it out.
That's love. It's love. It's love. It's love. Look, it's a lot of moving parts. It's a lot of people, a lot of relationships to keep up with. Like, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I get it.
Oh, can we just? This is a sidebar. Did
right.
you guys see Da Vinci come out and say he didn't know who Sweetie was?
Yeah, but he said he don't think he's had no scenes with her.
He said that. He was
What?
like, but his excuse was, I don't tune in to what y'all basically subscribe to. Like, I'm not on the Shade Room, or he's like, and technically we didn't even have no scenes together. So why would I know who she is?
Oh, that's shady.
I was like, damn, how do you not know Sweetie?
That's pretty shady of him.
That's how I felt too. That's how I felt too. I felt like it was like, I'm above Sweetie. Why would I know her? Why would I know a Sweetie?
Let me tell you something. That must have been the first interview you heard of him, because he acts like he's above a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that was the first interview. I was not surprised by what he said at all. When he was like, "Oh yeah, I don't really get into pop music or pop culture. I don't really be on social media like that. All that stuff." So when he was like, "I don't know who Sweetie is," I was not shocked. And then
even when they asked.
He basically came back and said, no disrespect to her, but really,
but I think that's after he did the interview
his
demeanor.
It was after, but he's like, I didn't shoot, because I guess everybody was getting on him like, yo, y'all was in a whole show together. So he's like, yeah, we was in a show together, but we didn't shoot no scenes together. So that don't mean I should know who she is just because we was in the show together.
No, I get what you're saying. And maybe it's just me. It was the demeanor. It's one thing you can say, oh, I'm not familiar with that person. I don't know nobody. The way this man was, Sweetie, I know who that bitch is. Like, the way he put, I'm sorry. And that's why I think because honestly, like you said, I've seen him talk before and I've seen interviews. I really feel like if he probably didn't realize he was kind of acting like uppity, he wouldn't have come back and apologized. He would have said, I said what I said. I don't know who she is. But I think he realized that his tone came off.
He still said, I don't know who she is. But
he didn't have that same demeanor the second time he came back, is what I'm saying.
Da Vinci's a cool cat. It's just he be in his own world.
Yeah.
Like even when they was talking about Meech, like, yo, do you and Meech hang out? He's like, well, I'm not that cool to hang out with Meech. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not a young cat like little Meech is. You know what I'm saying? So he's kind of off doing his own thing, you know.
Yeah, Da Vinci is more like, basically he comes off like he's more mature. He's just different. Yeah. Like he's like, I don't know who nobody is. Even when he was discussing the type of women that he would be into, he's talking about like these older, super, major freaking actresses. Like, so when you
didn't he say Oprah?
He said Oprah. I think he said Angela Bassett. So when you say Sweetie, when he said he didn't know who she was, I was not surprised.
Yeah, he wants to be in that crowd. He wants to be in the upper echelons of the acting world. You know, that's how he comes off.
Okay. I'm sorry. I don't even remember where I left off.
I think I was doing it.
Okay.
Hey, Cortland.
Yo.
Hey, Cortland.
So then we see Brian. He goes to see Hardy and let him know, listen, I've been trailing last. Okay. Hardy lets him know that he's familiar with him, but they ain't really had nothing on him, so they had to cut him loose. He said that he found out about him from informant that he has off the books, and he thinks that he's like in on a BMF stash house, and he wants to know, well, can you find out if your sergeant will get a warrant for me since my team won't? And he was like, ever since the stuff that happened with Kang, he ain't really trying to do nothing like that. So Brian told him, basically, oh no. So then basically he was like, well, can you get me in touch with your informant? Can I meet him? Brian was like, nah, he don't mess with the Red Dogs at all. So Hardy was like, all right, well then, no, absolutely not. So Brian is trying to plead his case and then basically tells him, listen, I'm on to something. All right. And Hardy was like, listen, I'll talk to the Sarge for you, but I ain't making no promises. So.
And I actually think it was dope that he was able to come through, because I didn't think it was going to go nowhere. I was like, but I'm really ready for Detective Bryant to go.
I definitely thought it was going to go somewhere. Otherwise, they wouldn't have showed the scene.
Yeah, I'm just ready for him to go.
Warrant.
So
Yeah,
I'm so mad that we did not get this. They didn't give us a picture for this. They didn't give us a lot of pictures, y'all. But Tina and Purdy are in the studio, and I absolutely felt we should have got Purdy looking like Tyrone Bixby with the white lips. And
Tyrone Biggins.
wow, she looking
she looked real
bad.
bad. She was down real bad.
The habit is hitting her hard.
We know this was coming. We knew this was coming because she been hitting it over and over and over. We've been watching her.
And you know what I also thought it was? Maybe it was the mix with her pain meds too.
Yeah.
Her looking like this because she, whew.
Yeah, that's what Tina said, right? She was mixing it. Yeah, crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So Purdy is trying to write but can't because she's high as the mountaintops. Then Tina cuts the music and she's like, "Is everything good, girl?" And so Purdy said, "You know, the beat's just too fast and the sound is wrong, and I need a new notebook. I don't feel creative unless I get a new notebook and give me a new pen. Give me a new pencil with an eraser while you're on it." And then, so she complains about Les, also breathing down her neck. And so she admits that, getting pow, that's a messed her up in the head and her words ain't coming together. And so she decides in order to help her, she's going to take a little bump. Okay. Mm-hmm. And so Tina tries to talk her out of it, and Purdy is trying to, they tussling, all right, at this point. And so Tina said, "Look, I ain't got time. I'm hormonal." And I said, "Not you being pregnant, Tina." That's when I knew. When I knew. Because I said, unless it's just around that time of the month. What you mean you hormonal, sis?
Mm-hmm.
But so, if it's that time of the month, you don't be like, "I'm hormonal."
I'll tell you my uterus hurt. But anyway, so so she warns Purdy that, "Look, you done lost your mind." And she said, "I need you to go home, get your head on straight. All right, get it together."
Yeah.
So now we see T is at LaWanda's giving her the code to the safe. And only two of them supposed to have this code. So they have a talk about the kids. And
she was at his house, right?
Was she? I thought he was there because didn't he give her the bag of money?
That's the only reason why Markeisha would be there, right? Markeisha.
Well, this bitch has no boundaries. What you mean? What you mean?
It was at Terry's house.
Okay, thank you for clearing that up. But let's not act like she's above it.
I was about to say, well, you got.
Yeah, she'll walk into any place.
Like Markeisha isn't above it. All right.
Yeah.
So then he
said, "I'm going wherever my schlong is at." Okay.
Right. So they talk about how good the kids are, and then there's a knock at the door, and of course it's none other than Markeisha asking if she can come in. So LaWanda said, "Don't worry about it. I was just leaving, you nasty heifer." And so he said, "Look, what's going on with Nicole's baby shower?"
And guess what? Markeisha was like, "He like it."
Right. And so he said, "Look, LaWanda, give her 3 G's and a card, a nice card, Hallmark, American Greetings, give us something. Not in the envelope, right? And tell her it's from me, right?" And so Markeisha said,
if he was there, why he couldn't do
it? Because she had the money, I guess.
So Markeisha tells him, "Well, look, I ain't heard from Boom since Terry whooped his ass. So, since he whooped his ass, okay?" And so she said, I was just trying to get contact so we could expand. Don't you see how I was trying to help you?" And he said, "Us, bitch." And he was like, "Oh, so you think you BMF now?" And so she tells him that, what happened between him and Boom doesn't change them. Okay. And I said, again, there is no y'all. I'm with T. What are you talking about? But, she has selective hearing.
That all changed.
And then he has to remind her that, look, you are Boom's wife. And Markeisha said, that's just a piece of paper, okay? Just like LaWanda holding your money. But I'm the one that helps you make the plans to get to the bag. And I said, oh, get out of here.
Let me tell you something. You know what? I ain't going to lie. Like, let's not get it twisted. Like, all right, that was kind of slick, right? But if I was Terry, I'd have been like, yeah, but that's because I trust LaWanda. So what are you saying?
Right. Yeah. But of course he's tender DT for a reason, as Jay said. So then basically he tells her, so finally he ends up giving in because he can't help it because Markeisha got a fat ass, okay? And so
yes, she does. Yes.
And so since the work is dried up, he said he's going to the A for a high rollers game. And so she feel like she's owed a trip anyway, since he messed up her Miami vacation. And of course all she gotta do is talk about having some sex. And so he's all in, and then they decide they're gonna go to Meech's and they gonna screw on his countertops. And I said, well,
That's
y'all
what
just
Terry
real
said.
disrespectful.
Terry is an idiot. Like he like a little kid. Like
He really
I
is.
hated that. I was like, why you gonna do that, bro? Just to be petty. Like I was mad with Terry. Like
I was too. And the fact that he actually did it.
Yeah. This table's sturdy.
I thought he was just fucking mess, and he actually did it.
He really mad at me. That's what it is. So he's like, yeah, I'm gonna just do it everywhere, all over his house. Crazy.
I ain't even gonna hold you, DeMarcus. I would have actually liked to see, and this sounds so terrible. I was thinking they was gonna give us a Chantel and a Marquisha scene, and I wouldn't have been mad at it.
I thought so too until I saw that little mishap at the
right.
I said, "Oh, okay, that ain't happening."
Mm-hmm.
But then we see Lucille. She's talking to her cousin Estelle. You know, giving her the rundown about all her problems. She said that she thinks, you know, the real reason Nicole is staying home is because of her daddy, and she worried about him. Then she let her know that the elders, you know, was coming to her about these ties. Okay. But she said that she made an appointment at the welfare office again, and she's hoping this lady pushes her forms through. And Estelle said, no, babe, you're going about it all wrong. Okay. You got to take your ass in there. Okay. Go sit down with a man and shake, shimmy, and flirt and do whatever you need to do. Okay. And then Estelle said, you know what? Let's go ahead and address this stress you got. When the last time you had an orgasm? This lady said, I don't remember.
Not the buzzer.
She said, I don't remember. Remember the time? She said, no. Hell no. Estelle told her she needs a personal massager. She calls hers Bob.
B.O.B.
Operated boyfriend.
I was here for it. I was so here for it. I said, go ahead, Estelle, give us some good advice.
I think Estelle might be my favorite character.
Estelle is the devil. What are you talking about?
Love Estelle.
Estelle is the devil.
I love Estelle. She is my favorite character. She's hilarious.
And it's so funny because you know what though? Because I feel like she kind of reminds me of you. Like, like when we were when they were having because I'm very like I'm gonna follow the rules, buy the book, and Nels is very much like, but if you don't lie on that application, I'd be like, no, I can't do that. And Nels is very much, girl, if you don't get your life together and do what you need to do to get what you want.
Okay, all right, well, yeah, I ain't got
terrible. What are y'all talking about? Terrible. The devil was tempting the passer. She's supposed to listen to that. Exactly, Inga. She's the devil.
It worked, though, didn't it?
No.
Yes, it did.
I don't understand.
Now she got to deal with God.
What?
On Judgment
Everybody
Day.
got to deal with God. Everybody's sinning.
Yeah, well, guess what? She lied and she cheated and she stole.
Okay, and everybody does too.
No, everybody doesn't.
Yes, they
She's supposed to be a pastor. You know that.
We wake up.
She's supposed to be a pastor. Okay.
Everybody wake up sinning. Okay.
Chat, I want y'all to throw some tomatoes for Lucille and her decisions. All right, if you with that. Throw tomatoes.
We can throw tomatoes
I'm
for
here for
her decisions. That ain't got nothing to do with Estelle. Ain't got nothing to do with Estelle. All right, so then
that's the devil talking.
See Kia sitting up at the hospital with Jamila. Okay. After she got popped. One.
The comment that's on the
it's coming to the dark side. No.
She's been on the dark side.
No, DeMarcus. I'm not. Listen, it depends on what dark side we talking about. Because DeMarcus, I am never coming to your dark side. You got to okay. And the villains you be liking. All right.
Yes, Inga. Yes, Inga. Yes, Inga.
So then Meech got there. He found out that Jay Pusher was the one that did it. And this made Kia change her tune. Okay, she said this ain't about business no more. This is personal. And she said it ain't gonna stop until somebody stops him. So Meech said, listen, this man might be a lot of things, but he is not unprepared. And she said, what one thing she learned about being in the business is they always underestimate women. So she said she's gonna set up a meeting with Carter, and then she's gonna take out Jay Pusher her damn self. Okay. And of course,
I tell you how unbelievable that was.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I thought Kia was gonna get popped. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Right.
I thought she was too.
Even from the time she said it, even before she showed up there, I thought she was gonna get popped. I was like, oh God. I said, all right, who's the Kia?
And can I be honest? And y'all know I really do like Sweetie. Like she is one of my favorite people. even if her music isn't that great. She is literally one of my favorite people. But I actually, after the acting, I wanted her to go. Okay, because at the end it got worse when she's like, yeah, and we got the streets locked down, and yeah, we got this. And I was like, that was only two lines, baby. That was only two lines. You had to be.
When was Stephen, when was she taking birth control? I thought she told her mama she wasn't doing that. Was she did she take birth control? Because I could have sworn.
Yes, I feel like she did. After, was it LaWanda got pregnant again? It was something that scared her into. It was something that happened in the house. Now that, thank you. Actually, I do remember that. It was something.
She did take birth control?
Yeah, it was something that happened in the house that scared her into it. And I don't know if it was LaWanda getting pregnant again or something happened. And she was just like, oh, nah. At first, she was reluctant. And then something happened and made her say, yeah, nah, let me go take this pill because I ain't trying to.
But just to let you know, Stephen, that don't always work.
When she turned 18, she stopped taking that. She gonna do what she want to do.
Skip a day, and poof, there you go.
She turned 18. It's like it's a wrap. I'm gonna suck and smoke. That's what I'm gonna do.
I can't. So
then we see Lucille. She showed up at the welfare office. She done sat down next to this. I thought he was kind of fine. It's fine,
Mr. Duncan.
Oh, you got Becca. You know what, Becca? You can't.
That's right, man.
You can't comment. You can't be pushing the buzzer.
Yo,
look. You don't say nothing about your. Well, never mind.
Okay.
Basically, she sat down next to Mr. Duncan. Okay, she had the makeup on. She was looking real cute. Had the girls out. I thought, oh, Pastor Lucille, Pastor Flannery, making sure the girls is on display. Okay. She made sure to let him know that she is a miss and no longer a Mrs. The man is no longer living in the home. She said, that was a
lies
last time. I mean, he's not gonna be. Good thing she did lie because he's moving down to Atlanta. He moving down to Atlanta. Okay.
Thank you, DeMarcus. He confirmed what I said. She took that pill after LaWanda, because remember, LaWanda had the baby in the living room. I couldn't remember what. Yeah,
that's right. That's right.
Okay, but yeah, the things that her cousin told her to do, Estelle got her approved. Okay,
liar
for that welfare. All right.
Well, technically, it's not a lie. What she was doing, she was speaking it into fruition, and then you know what I'm saying. You can't. That's what you want in your life.
Don't even try it again. And so, are we going to keep her accountable or not? Come on.
She spoke it into existence because he ended up getting the hell out about that. He's getting out the house.
Is he still in the house? Hold up. At the end of this episode, was he not in the house?
Then she have to come back for a third time.
Again, was he in the house knocking on the door while she was holding the magic wand and almost fumbled the magic wand? Remember?
Listen,
he's in the house, man.
Listen, regardless.
Let's keep her accountable.
She lied.
She liar.
So what?
Boo.
Okay. She lied. So what? All right.
No, you're supposed to be a pastor, man. If she wasn't a pastor, you could run with that. She's supposed to be a pastor. She's supposed to be telling the truth and nothing but the truth.
The worst thing is
now you're giving her an excuse now. You're not keeping her accountable.
The worst things are not
You're not keeping her accountable. Tomatoes, please. I need some tomatoes in the chat.
I just don't feel like it was wrong. I
tomatoes in the chat for Lucille.
She did it. I just don't feel like it was a problem.
Of course. Because she got it done, right? She did what she had to do, right? Yeah, you got to do what you got to do, right? Boo. Thank you, Inga. Boo.
Go accomplished.
Okay. Are you done with Lucille?
Yes, ma'am.
So then we see T who's cutting his daddy's hair. He's trying to figure out how he's, doing mentally or whatever. And so Charles says, he's starting to feel better. And so T tells him about their artists that they think they're going to have and how they could use his help. But Charles believes that, music is no longer for him, or at least not right now. He needs to go make a living doing something more sustainable. So T said, I get it, but, please remember, you were the inspiration. You were the wind beneath our wings, okay? And that's why we decided to start this label in the first place.
That was nice.
I actually really like that scene.
Yeah,
I did too. Nice. They giving you the tomatoes. Okay, Inga.
He asked him. That's because Vacay asked him. Okay?
Salute to the fam.
Vacay asked for these damn tomatoes.
I told you they came ready. I told them to come through. So Here we are.
So the
Gang,
only
gang.
this is bad because I cut her off, but this really bothered me right here. Okay, this is Nicole's baby shower. Now, did Lucille look good? Yes. Did I absolutely had a problem with her using, or first of all, charging that dress because we know she's already in debt. Second of all, what does Nicole have on? She's the one having the baby. Why does it matter that you look better than the person actually? That really pissed me off. That she had her daughter sitting up there looking like that, and while she went and bought a new damn dress.
Talk to him, Treese. Yes. Talk to him.
Now that was Lucille. Okay, DeMarcus, I give you your things. That was Lucille. I was upset. I said Nicole should absolutely have a better dress than this. And I was just mad. So anyway, let's get into it.
Hold on, Treese. Can I give you? I just wanted to give you that round of applause. Thank you. Appreciate you.
I'm just saying, like I said, I'm a holder accountable. I'm fair over here. If I might like you, but wrong is wrong. And that is absolutely wrong.
That's why y'all need to subscribe to Shade in the City, because they keeping it real. Yeah.
Yes, please do so. Help us get to 2K. We trying to climb up there and get to 19 like a boy over here. But
it's gonna happen. You know how to do it. We got you.
But so we down to Nicole's baby shower. Breeze's mama is grilling her like, "What's your plan?" And so she's like, "I'm going to community college, and I'm gonna work at the restaurant until the baby is born." And so she's like, "Well, Breeze, what you planning on staying at Clark?" And so he said, "Yeah, I'm just gonna take a few semesters off to help out with the baby," which will be very unfortunate if this is not his baby. So then Lucille comes down in her fit, and everybody is showering her with compliments. And she was like, "Well, I had to look my best for my grandbaby." And I said, "Wow, Nicole looks crazy to me." So then they ask her, "Well, do you know whether it's a girl or a boy, or whether she has names picked out?" And so Nicole said that she's hoping for a boy, and she wants to name him Demetrius. And then Nicole said, "Well, look, it's not because it's, Meech. I just like the name. I think it's a strong name. Like Lennox." Lennox. You don't remember from Belly?
Yes.
Oh,
I legit was getting ready to name my son Lennox. No, but you had to say it because I love that character so much.
Wow.
Yes. I love that name.
Okay.
But you gotta say it like that, Lennox.
You gotta say it like a Jamaican or something.
Right.
Yeah,
okay. So and then basically Charles, all the men are like, "Well, my name is good, and I thought Charles was, your lunch is ready sounded good." But she's like, "Nah, I think Demetrius."
Thank you, Inga.
Oh, thank you, Inga. Appreciate you, babe. And then Nicole pivots to a game, and Breeze just looks frustrated.
Did you know? Yeah, I was about to say, did you notice Breeze is like, "Do I got any say so?"
Did he say so? Right. Hell no.
Nope.
I wonder if she knows it's possibly because it ain't his baby.
Right. And so then we see Tina. She comes into the studio with food for Purdy and herself when she finds her unconscious on the floor of the booth, just knocked out. You know what I'm saying? She done.
Damn.
And so of course she calls for help, but she's like, oh my God, and yeah. And then I guess I'll finish off the baby shower. We see Charles. He gifts Nicole with a Campbell Brothers song. Okay, a little tune, because that's all he can afford to give her. And he wrote, he said he wrote it with Nicole in mind. So
I heard that shot, man. Okay. I heard your little shot. Okay. You know his situation, okay?
I know the situation. He spent it all on that damn guitar. Anyway, so she asked him, so go ahead and play it, Daddy. So then there's a knock at the door, and it's none other than Mother Markeisha, okay? And so LaWanda wants to know, well, what is she doing here? All right. And so Markeisha said, she came in with a big gift. I give her that. I mean, it won't no stroller or no crib, nothing that really matter.
What was it?
When it comes to having if you're gonna bring a big gift, be a big gift. You know what I'm saying?
What do you think
it was? You can't fit in the box, and if it's in the box, it's because when you take it out, you gotta.
Think it was like a car seat or something? What do you think it was?
No,
that was big.
No, that's what I'm saying. It won't no car seat or nothing like that. She probably got a big teddy bear or something.
Oh, okay.
Because anything, a stroller, car seat, crib, anything that really matters when you're having a kid.
Yeah.
It wasn't in that it wasn't in that box.
Gotcha.
Lauren said her badass dog is named Lennox.
Lennox, love it. So basically Nicole said, look, thank you, but no thanks. You know, the shower is for family only. And Markeisha said, well, me and Terry are family. And I said, bitch, when? When? Did I miss something? Was there some nuptials that I don't understand that was exchanged?
Nope. He didn't dispute it.
And last time I checked, you were still married to a whole nother man, sis.
He didn't dispute it.
You are correct.
Okay. I wanted to understand. What was that category number one? That was the top answer?
Yes, top answer.
The number
top
one
answer on the board. You are married, Markeisha.
And so Nicole said, but it's my guest list, sweetheart. Okay. So Terry, ushers her out the door respectfully. And then Charles plays his song and he asks Nicole to dance and everyone joins in. And I was like, but the song ain't got no words, but I ain't judging.
That's his guitar playing. That's what he wrote. Give him his props. He was having fun. He was celebrating his baby.
I was expecting to see him dance the way he was getting down in the club. I don't know what the hell he was doing on this screen.
Yeah.
I bet you if it was Mabel, he would have been out there. He would have been out there, drop down and get his eagle on.
No, stop it. Mabel's gone. Get past it. Let's move past. See, you let her slide with one, she's gonna come back. No more Mabel.
Never forget.
Oh Lord. Team Charles, thank you, Inga. Thank you, Inga. Keep it on Charles.
Okay, so then we see Kia. She came to meet up with Jay Pusher. Well, with Carter. Jay Pusher comes through the door, and as soon as he came through the door, she pulled the strap on him. And he basically got on her, told her that she was ungrateful after all she did for him. And like Tree said, F your sister.
Right.
And she ain't had no business being in the wrong place at the wrong time. I said, what the hell type of what? So she started feeling bad, and she put the strap down, and that man just popped the. Did he smack her? Did he smack her? Or did he punch her?
He smacked the shit out of her, yo.
It was. I felt it.
How?
I felt it through the screen. That was some good acting.
You felt it through the screen.
That was some good acting.
Yeah.
Then he put the strap on her, and Meech came in, and basically he was like, "Listen, I'll take all y'all out, including her. I don't even give a damn." Plot twist. Carter takes him out.
I love this. I love this.
What?
Yeah.
When he was gone, I was like, what is that? Carter?
Yeah.
Carter?
But I feel like we kind of saw that coming because Carter been brewing. He been not disliking.
He been brewing, but I because it's his brother. I ain't expected.
You heard what he said after though.
Let you go.
Yeah.
Then he was like, "What am I going to tell Mama?" I was like, "Oh my God."
Yeah.
So then we find out Brian got the warrant. Hardy let him know. And here's vacay scene right here. We see Lucille cleaning up after the baby shower. She sees that she got her own little gift from Estelle. Okay, her bob. All right, her battery operated.
Yes, Pastor. She said, "Oh Lord Jesus, oh Lord Jesus," and she threw it in the bag.
And it's so terrible. I wonder if she be listening to Kirk Franklin while she while she use massages.
Child, she light a candle and some more stuff. Okay. So then she finds an envelope full of money, the 3 stacks that Terry gave, and it says from Terry to Nicole or whatever. Then she got startled by Charles, so she hurries up, throws it in the trash bag that she cleaning up with. Charles is talking about how he felt good, after listening to the music, and he's in a much better space, and he's considering going down to Atlanta. She really just kind of brushed him off, honestly. Like, all right, just hurry up and get out my face. Did you just zoom in?
She seemed very happy. She was like,
"Where you going?"
Did you zoom into yourself? Back up, sir. Back up. So she's just like, yeah, I think that's a great idea. So now she like, I got this whole stash of money and he about to leave the house. So after the conversation was over, she goes back into the bag and gets Nicole's envelope full of the money. My problem is, I mean, yes, this is a problem. But what I don't understand is if your sons were offering you the money. Oh, and thanks, DeMarcus. If your sons were offering you the money, you wouldn't take it from them. But you'll take it from your daughter that came from your sons.
What a thief. Oh, God. Disgusting.
It was awful. I was very disappointed in Lucille. And here's my thing. I wouldn't even been mad. You know, mama sometimes take a cut. You know what I'm saying? You know, there's real things you got to pay for. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, I might take, you know, my mommy tax off your little gift. But I would have gave her the good majority of it. But yeah, I absolutely would have took a little mommy tax. I'm not saying it's right, but anybody who got kids out here, I'm sure when grandma and grandpa, and aunties and uncles give y'all kids gifts, when you need $1 or $2, you know where to go.
Okay? I'm sure that's real. I'm sure that's real.
Where to go.
I'm sure that's definitely real, but she didn't even give it to her.
No, and that's terrible. Wow. And that makes her an awful
not like
person.
It was just money, just play money. She's having a baby.
I don't want to hear another word about Charles giving her money or nothing. She got all the money. She got the welfare checks and she got 3 Gs and a new outfit. Bruh.
And a new outfit.
Come on. Nails done. You see it? She had the nails done.
And it's so crazy because you know what? What makes me so mad about it is because I bet you out of all that money, I bet you she didn't pay off that credit card.
You know? She maxed it out.
I bet you she didn't pay off that credit card.
Then she maxed it with the outfit.
DeMarcus said, and thank you for the super chat, baby. Lucille is a Temu Juanita Bynum. You are terrible.
Wow.
But thank you for putting some money in a collection plate. We appreciate you. We don't play with the church's money over here, okay?
Nah, you just take a little off the top of the baby money.
I just take a little bit off the top.
Okay.
That's my pastor priest tax.
That's the mommy tax you said.
That's the mommy tax.
I don't got no problem with that.
But
still terrible.
Yeah, I was
You were.
I was very disappointed in her.
Say a little bit loud. Wait, hold on. Say a little bit louder, Nels. What you say?
You know what?
What?
And I was, you know what? I was like, damn, Lucille, like I can't cape for you right now. Like in no way, shape, or form. You didn't leave a space for nothing. For nothing. I can't cape for you.
I agree with you, DeMarcus. I've been wondering since we saw him why we ain't got him back. You know my heart is hurt.
Right.
I'm sorry. We were talking. Me and DeMarcus were having a sidebar.
Yeah,
about,
we know you
about. I'm sorry about Lamar.
But thank you, Nels. I appreciate you for being honest.
She gonna get that money to the church. I believe that. Denarius or Denarius? If it's Denarius, that's high.
Not going to get it.
Apparently, because we saw in the preview when Nicole asked her about it, she was like, "Our fridge is full."
So she went out and shopped with the money.
And can I be honest with you? And yes, she actually is still alive because she still goes to the parties, like the launch parties for every.
And she took pictures with
She takes pictures with the lady that plays her.
They look alike.
Yeah, and they do look alike. They do look alike.
White. That's her name, Nicole White. Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't it funny? Her name, what is it? Mecole?
Mecole, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Lucille lies to welfare, cheats the credit card system, steals from her daughter, and cusses like a sailor. Only when she needs to, Gina. Only when she needs to.
That is correct.
Only when she needs to.
Good job, Gina. Give her a tomato.
Gina did a good break. Yeah. Yeah, she is. She's turning DeMarcus. I don't know why they doing this to Lucille, but like I said, I found myself leaving this episode and I was like, I don't know if I like Lucille so much anymore. I don't like how they writing her out. I'm not now. Granted, I'm not caping for Charles, but I don't like how they doing her.
Right now, it's all about the Lucille, and it's terrible. It's just awful.
Thanks a lot, VK.
Right. So let's go back over. Meech goes to report to the Sheik, the Iron Sheiks.
Iron Cheeks.
and they're impressed that he took out Jay Pusher. So he introduces Kia as his new lieutenant, and tells that she be taking over the South Side. And so he's like, well, a man should be leading and a woman should follow. And I love when Meech said, look, and he's like, you trust her with your affairs? And Meech said, look, a man might be the head, but a woman is definitely the neck. And I said, you better understand, brother.
That was good. I agree.
That was.
I agree with that one.
You know what happened to the chick? Whatever happened to the chick he was talking to?
Marcia.
Yeah, I think
Maria.
Yeah,
in Atlanta. She's in Atlanta. He's in Atlanta. Smashing dash.
Right. Right now he's in the loo.
Yeah, he's in the loo right now.
Terry's going to Atlanta. Okay.
He ain't hit Kia. That was weird, but I guess they were busy.
Vacate, get out of my head.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I said he didn't tap her one time this trip.
Nope.
I said, what's going on? I said, maybe she got a man in the background, and this is so random. But I literally had that thought because I was just like, it's not like Meech is serious with anybody right now. So I was like, and it's Saweetie. I mean, Kia, but so I was like,
maybe he was just so busy. Maybe he was just so busy. It was all about business and all this and that. It was just too much. Like they had to get rid of Jay Push. They had to, make peace with the Sheiks. He ain't had no time to hit the cheeks. Hey.
Good one. So basically Kia steps up and says, the war is over. Sacrifices have been made. And I said, oh my God. That's the best you could give, girl?
The head. With the curls moving.
Right, with the curls. They was bouncy, they was floating, but I was like, is this he? I said, I hope you didn't pay nobody to cheat you, to train you to do that. Because that did not deliver.
No.
You will never make it on Broadway, sis.
Who's the director? Director messed up on that one. He was
and so they agree that, all will be peaceful moving forward. So then Markeisha and Terry roll into this high stakes game. And this is where we meet the couple, the lovely couple. Chantel, so Amani, what happened?
Thank you.
Chantel and
Ted, was it Terry? Don't get me lying. I'll get to it somewhere in here. So Amani tells Markeisha that, look, you know what? When they walk in and she's like, I think you'd be more comfortable with the ladies, and Markeisha reluctantly go because she want to stay up Terry's butt. But she get back there and she's greeted by some woman named Chantel, which she looked good too. Shout out to Chantel. She said, come on, have a seat with me.
Yeah.
I'm friendly, and this is why I be scared. And y'all be thinking I'm paranoid. This is why I be scared to go in back rooms and adults only stuff, because I'm telling you, even though y'all be thinking it's adults only, it be meaning something different, y'all. And I ain't signing up for that. Okay.
Yeah.
So when
adults only don't mean swingers. Okay. It just means adults only. You can say no.
You got to tell Diddy no.
Position where you propositioning me.
You got to tell Diddy no.
You said what?
I don't want to be in a position where you're propositioning me. I don't want to put myself in that space.
Tell Diddy no. Say no. Say no to Diddy. Say no.
So Markeisha spots the ring around her finger, and she's like, oh, so when did your husband win the Super Bowl? And so apparently he played for the 49ers. You know who that is, Chanel, right?
Who? The 49ers?
Yeah.
I've heard of them. Is that football?
Yes, that's football. Yes. That's
Is that
football.
a shot? Was that a low-key shot, right?
It was a subliminal shot.
Sister stuff. That was a sister shot. Got it.
I don't give a damn.
She doesn't know sports, so that's why I had to ask, did she know who the 49ers are?
Got it.
I thought
she'll be like, they played for the basketball team, the 49, like she'll say something like that.
No, I thought you meant the guy, but yeah, I knew I've heard of the 49ers, but I mean, it makes no difference. I don't give it.
She don't care. So anyway, she asked. So she's asking Markeisha what Terry does, and she's like, "Oh, well, we work together on imports and exports, okay?" And so Chantel talks about how being Mrs. Tank Hamilton is so boring, and but maybe we can have some fun. And she kind of try to pull up to Marquisha's bumper, baby. You know what I'm saying? And invites her to the party, the adults only party. Okay. And she said, you know, it'll be a lot of fun. Sounding like a off, but anyway. And so T is at the table losing all his money, and there's some guy, and apparently it ends up being Tank at the table that's heckling him. And so T walks away, and I was so disgusted with Terry, so disgusted. He calls Nicole, tells her him and Meech are in trouble and they need her, and tells her it's too complicated to involve Hoop, so and nobody's gonna suspect a pregnant woman. So he instructs her to go to LaWanda's house, and we don't hear none of the rest of the instructions, but we're gonna see it. But can I tell you, I was 38 hot when I realized what he made this pregnant girl do, his sister at that. I was done for.
I agree.
Especially after y'all had, well, I guess it was Meech that did it, but it's like, how much are you gonna put this girl through? She already done lost a whole few. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry.
To Terry, he's a bum.
Right. So basically, so he goes back to the game. He starts winning, which pisses Tank off. And so then the guy decides he gonna run off with his money. And he ain't gonna pay. He said, F you, not paying you. You know what I'm saying? Usually it's F you pay me, but it was F you not paying you. You know what I'm saying? So and so, you know, basically we'll get into it later, but he gonna get his money back one way or another.
Then we see over at Laz's grandmother's house, basically Brian and the Red Dogs bust down her door and locked his ass up to take him in for questioning. Lucille, back at the house, she said, turn the lights down low. Okay.
Turn the lights down low.
We're about to play with this toy nice and slow.
She was all fumbling though. She was like,
Yeah, she was ready to go to bed. She taking the thing. It looked, did it have a, you gotta plug it in? Did it have
it was funny. Somebody in the chat said it had a cord on it. I think
it did.
That sounds dangerous.
It's really a massager for your back, but
you also got to understand that was back in the day. I don't know, but I don't think sex toys was like really that hip back then. So wasn't. everything had a cord on it. You know what I mean? Back then.
Well, it never ran out of the batteries. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but it never ran out of battery.
Let's go all night.
Well, she was pulling it out the drawer. Then she got startled because Charles knocks on the door to say goodnight. It would have been funny if you just dropped it all.
That was funny, right?
That was funny.
What is that in there?
Yeah. You okay, Lucille? You okay? I'm okay. What if you walked in on her?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
But no, he went to bed. She hopped right in the bed, and she had a good little night. She took her ass right to bed.
Come on, praise Jesus.
Then we see Meech. He gets to the studio. Tina's there. She lets him know that Purdy OD, you know, I didn't want to bother you, but I checked her into rehab, and he was like, perfect, you did the right thing. And before he left, she was like, listen, I got something to tell you. I'm pregnant. Okay. But I want to keep on doing this here. Okay. So I know we can't keep this alive. All right. We got to do something about this.
Delete. We got to delete. Control, alt, delete.
Damn.
Yes. And he asked her who the baby daddy was. She said, listen, it don't even matter, right? Because it's my body, my choice. I did see somebody drop in the comments and say, wouldn't it be crazy if Laz was the baby daddy?
That would be nuts. And I was thinking that too.
It would make sense.
What if it was Duffy?
That's what I'm about to say. I was thinking Duffy. That's why she was like, you know what? Forget it. It's my body. Because
you think he would want her to keep it if it was Duffy?
No, because he ain't. Well, remember his legacy. They said you're not. It's going to end with you. So that would be crazy if that ends up being Duffy's kid, and she
got rid of him.
Deletes. Yeah.
Well, she said, listen, I appreciate you not judging me. You know, I know your church background, but I need my big brother right now, and I need you to take me to the clinic. Okay. And he said, I got you. And literally took her right then and there. Like, all right, let's go. She got there, processes was out, and it did not bother her not one bit because she went back in that back room when they called her name. And, you know.
She said she is married to the game, okay? She know what she want to do.
Yes.
Well, alrighty. And I felt bad because it was like protesters outside and stuff. So then we see Nicole. She finally makes it to Atlanta Airport. Okay. What is that? Hartsfield Jackson Airport.
Yeah,
I ain't been through there in a minute, but
yeah.
oh, thank you. You know, memory's still good.
Yeah.
So, and she, she's nervous about getting through checkpoint. She's thinking about all the things that Terry told her. And I love when she ends up at this point, she gets so nervous that she fakes that she's cramping. This is absolutely be something that Nels would instruct me to do because I would not think of this myself. And so, and then they take her through.
It's funny that you say that because back in the day with my ex, I used to have him wrap up his leg when we went to the airport and have him get in a wheelchair so that we can get through all security super fast and get to our gate. So it's funny that you said that.
I hope ain't nobody in TSA on this.
It don't matter. That was years ago. It don't matter. It was years ago.
It's inadmissible. It's been past 7 years, right? So you good.
It's all for credit. It's past 7 years.
It was years ago.
Y'all
different life. It's a different life.
And so then T just finished doing Markeisha on Meech's dining table when Loco happens to walk in and they're both surprised and Loco tells them that, oh, well, I'm actually waiting on Meech. And so that's when Meech walks in like, motherfucker, you just came and invited yourself?
They both kind of like, what you doing here? Like, first of all, no, you answer me, you in my house.
Right. And so so T is more upset because he's like, well, hold on, you know what I mean? Why is Loco here? You out here discussing business without me? I thought we had a conversation about that. We supposed to be moving together. And as we all know, the breakdown has been happening since Mexico, if Mexico is real. But we all know they both wanted to be the big fish, and in my opinion, Terry couldn't handle it. He had to take second string. That's really what it is, in my opinion.
He always been in the shadow of Meech, and Meech just was like, I'm done with you. I don't got an answer to you, period.
But do you think, I wonder if they wouldn't have got locked up, like how toxic that would have been? Does that make sense?
It would have exploded. They would have
it would have exploded. I wonder if they would have been ready to take either one of the, you know what I mean? Either the other out.
Yeah.
So anyway, then hold on. Okay. So then Nikki shows up at the door with the money and she's pissed when she finds out it's all about a gambling debt in the first place. So Terry done lied to her and Meech is like, damn, you did that to our sister. I mean, I know I gave her a stolen car or whatever, but I ain't know. You knew what you was doing. That's real bad, brother. Okay. And so
they both bad. They both.
And so terrible. Then here comes Markeisha. You know what, Terry? We can go because this is not how family is supposed to treat you. And I said, but you are not family, first of all. I swear I wish Nicole wasn't pregnant so she could have reached out and touched somebody's hand, okay? And so, basically Nicole tells her that, look, you're not family. And she accuses Terry of being jealous because she's naming the baby Demetrius. And so Terry tells her she don't get this. Oh my God. When I tell you, I got to give Da Vinci his things. The way he delivered this line, he made me believe it. Because when I tell you I was hurt, like I wanted to cry for Nicole. He basically tells her that he don't give a damn what she names that baby. And he said, and be grateful for basically the cash that he gave her. And of course, we know Nicole never received the cash. And so basically Meech says, chill out, stay with me for the night while, Loco makes her some tea. He done became Uncle Loco.
He's I'm gonna make you some tea. I said
tea.
Right. But no, I was like, that broke my heart when Terry was, and I was like over Marquis.
Yeah.
I guess that's why I've always been on it, regardless of what Meech does. I guess that's why I can never side with Terry.
Cause he a mean mother effer, yo. He just mean with it. Disrespectful. Like, come on, you don't say that to your little sister like that. She did bring down the money and go through all of that, and you lied to her. Like,
and she's pregnant. Can you imagine if she would have got locked up?
Yeah. She pregnant. She emotional. Like, come on, dog.
Oh, DeMarcus, stop. You're just trying to be a starter. You're just being a starter right now, DeMarcus. I'm not even gonna entertain you. I'm not.
So
Go ahead, baby.
I guess maybe they got a hotel room. And then
Yes.
before, yeah, vacay, yes. We ain't got no picture for this one, vacay. Okay.
Dang. I would have gave it to you.
I mean,
would've
they
sent
were
it.
nice cheeks, but I didn't need them on my, on
Oh,
my
yes,
screen.
Hey.
on the screen. So Terry is in the tub, and Markeisha comes and tells him that she has a surprise for him. And it was Tank's address. She said because his wife got a big ass mouth. And he said, okay, well, Sterl got some soldiers out here. He gonna hit him up and see if he can bring some of the PA boys with him. And she said, after you get yourself right, make sure you get my cut. And he like, oh God, like here we go, sir. Listen, we get you want to like you can take care of her, but she wants to spend her own money, all right? And she was like, we the real life Bonnie and Clyde. Then she took off her clothes, her robe, her little naked little self in the tub. This is probably Bakay's favorite scene. Okay.
Well, yes, absolutely. That's
Yes.
why we get a 9. It was well structured. It was like, how
Well
you go to art class.
structured.
You go to art class and like the naked person stands up there and you're supposed to draw. Like it was.
You know
perfect.
what, Bakay? You did say that.
Yes.
You did say that.
It's very nice. I had to go.
I will say, whoever sculpted that, they did a great job. It is sculpted well. It is sculpted well.
Yes. Very good.
All right. So then Meech let Loco know that Pusha is gone. Key is gonna take over. And Loco said, my boss Manuel in California wants to meet you.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's been doing such a good job. And he do the work fast.
I've been there, Gina. I've been there. That's how much Markeisha. I try to like Lala so bad, and I can't because I don't like Markeisha. I don't like Lil Keisha. Any Keisha that she plays, I don't like. And I honestly wish she would stop acting so I could go back to liking her.
Go ahead. Like Lala now? Dang.
I love Lala.
No, all her parts are the same. And they're
and she's still collecting a check for it. So she does well at playing it. So Meech basically told him that he has a guy named Kelly that can help expand the market, and Loco let him know that he does have a problem with a rival cartel. So Meech is like, whatever help you need, whatever I can do for you, just let me know. So he leaves, and then Meech sits down to have breakfast with Nicole. They caught up on how their dad is doing. She let him know that she thinks he's gonna be okay. Then he was like, are you really gonna name your baby after me? And she was like, well, it's a strong name, even though you put me in some tough spots, though. What just happened?
What was that?
What happened?
Oh my God. Okay.
What happened?
So she's like, even though you put me in some tough spots, you're my brother and you're my hero. So he's like, I love you, but I'm thinking about naming my own son Demetrius someday. What if, I want to give him my name or whatever. So then he's like, well, what if you have a girl? So she's like, she agreed, but she's like, yeah, I can't have no girl. Okay. It has to be a boy because I don't want us to have a relationship like me and my mom have.
That's sad, yo.
That broke my heart. That broke my heart when it was sad. Like you feel and I hate to say this, but I hate to see women with daughters that treat, you know what I mean?
Yep.
I hate to see that. Mm. She's like low key jealous of Nicole, mad at but Nicole's repeating the same cycles. It's just awful. It's just awful. It's just awful.
It is.
Okay, so Terry rolls up on Tank Hamilton at his house because we know that Lala had given, or I said Lala, Jesus Christ, Markeisha had given him the address. And so he's demanding his money. He got the whole, he hit him with the weight trick and you can't hold up the bar and it's too much pressure on your chest and you can't breathe. And so then Tank eventually gives in and tells him that the money is in the safe in the library. Let him go get it. And I was like, well, why would you let him go get it? Because anytime you let him get up, that's not good. But Terry was not alone. He had some of the PA boys with him, so I'm sure everything was safe. So Meech goes to see Purdy when he learns that she has checked herself out of rehab.
Wow.
All right. She said, I'm up out of here. And
then where do you think she went?
Back to her pusher.
I think so too.
What's his name?
Trail.
Trail. Same difference. So Detective Bryant comes in with bricks and tells Laz, look, you're gonna do 20 years, and I'm gonna get your granny for conspiracy unless you start talking. So Laz is like, look, I ain't no snitch. And so Bryant says, look, I can offer you less time if you talk, and I might not, your grandma might be able to go home and kick her feet up on the lazy boy if you talk. Okay. He said, so what is it gonna be, blood or is it gonna be Meech? And so Laz said, well, give me a pen and a paper. Let me start writing you a story, brother.
Oh, snitch ass motherfucker. Did you see the bricks though? Did you see that there was a rat on the bricks?
No.
Yeah, there was a rat. Like there was a drawing of rats, like a big rat on the brick.
Oh, you know what? I did see something on like the tape, and that makes sense. Okay.
Oh, he sucks.
You're saying Sky Jackson will be in the next episode? So here's my thing. What is Charles going down to Atlanta for at this point? Purdy is high as the mountains. Tina ain't making no music.
I mean, we're gonna take care of their daddy regardless. So
Laz in jail.
I think this is going in the direction of the real life where Charles did join Meech and T in the business.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's going in that direction.
All righty.
Yeah. What else does he have? A broken hand?
No, I was just because the way they're, rolling. If you know the true story, then obviously that's what ends up happening.
Yeah.
Ends up happening. But here we are, episode 7, and I'm like, so what are we? You know what I mean? Like
the intention is for him to go down and help Purdy, but if you saw the trailer for next episode,
right?
Ain't around right now.
All right, y'all. Well, thank you so much for everyone for joining us for this recap of the B, the M, and the F. Okay, season 4, episode 7. What you got going on, VKJ, this week on your channel?
Well, we coming down to the season finale of The Chi, right?
Okay.
Last episode coming. I know, Nels. I know. We're gonna figure something out. But I plan on doing, of course, what it looked like once I get the press picks for the last episode, but also the final predictions. So we got to do final predictions. Now, as you already know, we got to do that somehow, some way. We're going to figure it out. And then, of course, I'm probably going to do, predictions, what it looked like for BMF. So all of y'all invited to that, to come over to the vacay side and have some fun with your boy. You know what I'm saying? And press all my buttons and stuff like that. So other than that, yeah, that's it. That's it. Morning walks, entertainment talks. Keep it going. Keep it locked.
Are you, did you cover the end of Divorced Sisters?
Yeah, we didn't even know it was the end. We didn't even know it was the.
No, because I thought I heard it was they had a finale or something.
Yeah, it was a mid-season finale. Yeah. So we did that too. So definitely check that out. Check that live out too. Yeah.
Cool.
Thanks
yeah, guys.
Demarcus talking about Team Reg.
Oh, DeMarcus. That's why I can't put that up on screen. But yeah, y'all stay tuned. Of course, we got Real Housewives of Atlanta. The part 3 came on, the reunion, so we'll get you guys that. We also have King's Court, which I am loving right now because it's the Players Club, really. But it's King's Court, so we'll drop that as well. Of course, I'll have my daily recaps of Beyond the Gates. Y'all, next week it's gonna be a little crazy. Y'all know I'm going off to the vineyard by the weekend.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm gonna try my best to keep things up and out. But once I'm out, I'm out. And Nels is gonna be holding the channel down, of course, with the help of VKJ. But I'm gonna pop in and out. But I don't know how much I'm gonna really be able to do if I'm gonna be over in the Inkwell.
The Inkwell, that's right. When you're gonna start that too? When you're gonna start the?
We got to do it before I leave. We got to do it before I leave. So it'll be sometime next week. But thank you so much, Steven. We appreciate you. Thank everybody in the chat on both sides, both channels. Please make sure if you haven't already that you hit the like button.
Make sure you comment.
Make sure you guys subscribe.
And you hit the notification bell.
And make sure you're following us on all the platforms. That's the TikTok, IG, Facebook, Twitter now, or the X, and the Blue Sky. Okay. And y'all, we'll catch you next week, or they will catch you next week for another recap of the B, the M, and the F. And I might be there. I might slide. We'll slide. Good night, y'all. Have a great week.
Salute.
Good night.